Today, you are invited to join me on this peaceful little journey that we take together every week or so to find inner peace, mental balance, and relaxing, chill vibes. In this video, we're going to build a shelter for our two-legged, winged, feathery friends. Shall we? Hello everyone! Welcome once again. I hope you're having a good day or night. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Any day this might find you. Any state of mind, any mood this video might find you in. I hope you enjoy it. It's been some time. I pre-recorded the previous video, so it's been almost 2 weeks that we haven't seen each other in this beautiful little world. Today we have a very important objective. As you can see, we have one friend here, and we have another friend, Nestor, over there. We have to make sure that they feel comfortable, but they are also closer to us. Let me grab a quick bite. I'm getting a bit hungry here. Some of these berries as well. Hey there, Nestor. How you doing, buddy? So, we're going to build a goose coop. And I was thinking that this area would be the perfect spot for it. We might cut down one tree, but we might leave the other so that, they have some shade as well. And maybe the coop itself is going to it is going to take up some space indeed. But it is going to be here, and then we're going to designate a wider area with some fences. Obviously, a little mini dock onto the water, because obviously they're geese. We don't want to keep them from one of their natural elements. They're really at home at the water, in the air, and on the ground as well, so they are a very adaptable species, aren't they? I collected some things that we might need, but these are just out of the chests downstairs, so we might need some more. And I also have some ideas for decoration. These are some stuff that we would have to rename, and then we can add those to the coop for decoration. And what I also did was make some extra recipes and whatnot, because I was thinking, for instance, leather would be something that's quite difficult to get for us if we don't want to kill any cows. On the same note, a lead would also be difficult, because I don't know when we're going to encounter slimes, if at all. Strings are fine, and straw is available, but that one comes from, originally it used to come from rice. So what I did was I added a new recipe, seem to have added it twice as well, that you can use barley crops to make straw as well. So that we have, it makes sense, right? They're both cereals and they're both kind of strawy, grassy crops. So I think it makes sense, but enough talking. Let us get to building that coop for the geese. The lead we're obviously going to need if we want to lead them there. I kind of like this tree as well, and I kind of like this tree as well. This one I like because this is close to the house, and this one I like because it's right on the very almost at the very end of this little protruding ground area. So, well, let's cut this down. We can obviously always replant. But this is oak, I believe, and we're going to be able to use that material as well. Do we get some saplings or acorns or anything? No, apparently not. That's a shame. That looked like a decent sized tree. I was really hoping we would get some acorns or some similar thing that we can replant. Alas, we'll do it next time. Anyway, we have a lot of sticks at least. Let's get to making some more fences, which we'll do here. All these sticks are coming in handy now. 59, that might be enough, but we might come back for a little bit more crafting too. So, how are we going to do this? I wonder, how should we place fences on water? Do we want to place fences on water? I mean, if you think about it, do we really want to restrict our friends from maybe interacting with their colleagues over there and possibly over on the other shore? I think there's another goose chilling around over there. Maybe we don't want to do that, so maybe we'll just designate an area on the ground, but the water, or at least some part of the water, will remain open. Let's do that. Let's do a bit of terraforming here. There we go. And let's see, we can build this fence all along the water line here, or well, yeah, this kind of water line. And then we can place a gate actually here so that we can use this as a dock. And then possibly here there's going to be some exit onto the water, and the rest can also be fenced up all along. Right, that looks good to me. Oh, this is a beautiful big tree. I think it might just have grown. That's okay. We'll need fence gates as well. It's getting quite late actually. It feels like maybe I just talk way too much. The day is going by very quickly. So, we'll need some more planks. And we need at least 2 gates. One of them we will add here, and then possibly we can also build out this to a dock, nicely lit, nicely decorated with plants and everything. That's a nice little option for us. And then here I think I'm just going to use some of these logs to place like that, and then there, and then there. This is not yet going to be a dock. Let's use this torch so that we can see better. Yes, and I want to place some fences onto these beams. So that, you know, it's not that easy to leave. Maybe this is just because of, you know, in-game purposes, so that the geese don't just leave onto the open water very easily. And of course, if we want to keep them, we could just... Actually, we don't need this gate. We could just designate it somewhat of a smaller area here. gate comes there. And we can come around this fern there. Yes. And then the dock will be outside these fences. We don't want to interfere with the geese and disturb them every time we come around here. Now, let's see. Do we have a lantern on us? No, I would want to make one and put it on the tree so that the geese have some illumination. That's enough. I just need the torches. So yes, the geese have some illumination so that they can, I don't know, hang out during nighttime. Do a little goose party or goose, just pajama parties or something like that. Do I really need that fence up there? Can I just put it on the branch? I can't. Okay. Fence it is. That looks good. Looks very natural. Now, what do geese like? They like a coop for sure, where they can go when it's very windy and very rainy and possibly very cold, and they can just snuggle together in their little feathery outfits and warm each other up. Oh goodness, that sounds good. So we will, let's see, I think right here would be a great spot. And it's going to be tiny. I mean, they're geese. They don't need a whole lot of space. It's going to be a little bit similar to the garden shed that we have already built. Could you please load? Thank you very much. But one important difference is going to be that it's going to be a little bit elevated, as poultry coops often are. Now let's see what else we might need. Perhaps we should begin with different wooden material. We have some oak. Yeah, that would be nice. Let's take the logs as well. We have dark oaks too, but don't necessarily need that. Yes, so for the book, by the way, since we don't have any, I made a recipe for that, and we can use this tree bark that we have here and we have upstairs as well. And using what is actually, oh no, we didn't have any here, that's okay. Using what's actually a real life method, we can just cook this tree bark until it's very soft, and then we can turn that into leather. Essentially, we can say that we're turning, or we're covering our books with tree bark, which makes sense. I mean, it's not such an alien thing. So I will just put it there, and you can see that it's starting to cook, and we'll get some nice leather bits out of that, and we can bind our books with that. We could have also just added a recipe so that you can use paper and the tree bark to make a book, but this is fine as well. So while that's happening, let's see. Oh yes, what else we're going to need is, I want to use some straw, hay bales, for the flooring of the goose coop, but it looks like the wheat is still struggling with the elements here. It's not the most forgiving environment, is it? What do you think about that? Alright, they agree. So let's see. We can... I'm not even sure. Let's strip these to begin with. That didn't change much on their appearance, but that's fine. And we'd like this to have a little entrance here. We can maybe use stone as well for that one. It's just going to be a little bit elevated. So there. And we need more. Yes, why don't we just make another crafting table out here so that we don't have to go inside every time I forget something. And so this is going to be one flooring, but obviously if we're going to place hay bales on top of this, it's gonna be higher, so we'll need to make sure the goose can still get there. There are some very nice looking, like half ladder, half stairs elements that we can do with CIT items, but the problem is that those are essentially just decorations. The goose can't actually walk up those and enter the coop, so we're going to just stick with the good old Minecraft stairs. So there's going to be the flooring here, and we are going to cover this with, I think what makes a lot of sense is trapdoors, because they're nice and thin. We're not going to make the building extremely bulky or anything. We will place those after we have the hay bales. Although the hay bales are quite expensive, don't you think? We need 9 wheat to make that happen. So we could possibly do some composting here. Use some of these berries, of which we have a lot, to compost this into some bone meal. Oops, this one. And then use that to boost the growth of the wheat, but ouch. I just wanted to pick that up. So we have 2 pieces, but that's not nearly going to be enough. So that's 1, and we need, well, 6 times 9, right? So that's 54 pieces of wheat. That's definitely not going to be enough. Alright, we can plant some more using these seeds for sure. There. But then we might wait a little bit until they all grow, or we'll see. What we can do now is go take a nap until next morning. I don't know if that speeds up plant growth either. I hope so. Did it? Possibly a little bit, I'm not sure. But let's continue building this little coop for our friends. We'll need a couple more logs using these spruce ones. We could actually strip these inside on the cutting board, which would be nice because then we'd get the tree barks, but that's okay, that's fine. And then we can use, I think some stair elements would be alright, or just keep using trapdoors for this portion as well as walls. And then we're going to build, let's make that out of oak as well, just a little roof. We'll need some stairs for sure. Not quite sure how many yet, but let's see. It starts from, well, I mean, as long as we're up here, we can just do this, right? And as we usually do, we're going to have a bit of protrusion with some of these logs. And so the first layer of roofing comes here, and then this is the next one, and then up here. And then one higher. This is where the stairs come in handy, just to add a little bit more variation and depth. And finally there, and we can possibly have just one more like this. A little bit of an overhang. Oh, the stairs don't make much sense there then, do they? maybe then we can add them like this. No, that looks silly too. Alright, then we'll just add... Oops, I'm sorry. Now we're getting back up there. So we'll just add regular blocks on top of this, on top of this, and maybe the stairs can come right here. Slab, stairs, and the roof is done. Oops, I didn't think this through. I was like, okay, it's easy not to get hurt falling if I jump into the water, but now I have to come around again. Okay, what do you think? Because I think this looks like a very nice little goose coop. I would like to make a sign on this. What do you think? Like that. We'll say Nestor. And we're going to add the name of the other goose. But friends, here is where I need your help. What should we name the other friend? Please tell me. If you know, I'm just going to add that. I'm open to any kind of suggestions, as long as they're appropriate, of course. And we're going to add that there. Okay, now let's check up on those wheat stalks, see how they're doing, or what we can do about them. They still need a lot of time, yes. I suppose this climate is not the best for growing these kind of crops. That's okay. Until then, thank you for the egg. Let's craft that lead and take these friends into there. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. How could I, when we haven't decorated this yet? What I would like to do is add a little bit of a walkway here. That's mostly for me, not the geese. But they can use the water as well if they'd like to. Yes, I think that works. And let's decorate this, okay? So what did I save here? We need some wheat because we have one. Let's go downstairs to the decoration anvil and create some of these things that are going to fancy up that coop area. So we need wheat, and we're going to rename this. Yes, it's just a little sack that I think has maybe flour or wheat seeds in it, which is, you know, just feed for the geese. A bucket, I believe it was _2. It's like this wooden medieval looking bucket, or maybe Asian Japanese traditional bucket. That is just going to be there to bring water, or I don't know, bring new straw to the coop if it's used up and when we want to clean it, you know, whatever. What did I want to do with the sugar? Oh yes, I think we can turn the sugar into some of these. This is rice. Do we have sugar? We have sugar cane, alright. Just one is enough. Oh yes, we are in creative mode. The sugar is just going to be some glass bottles, or glass jars rather. That, yeah, we can also use this as some kind of feed or something like that. What does this look like? Let's check it out from up close. Okay. That looks good enough. That also looks like some kind of feed. If we want to say that's what it is. Yes, the wheat we have. Amazing. The painting. We actually have this painting that we haven't been able to done anything with for ages. So let me use this. What can we use this for? Underscore decor underscore. There's a couple of options here. Oh yes, some paper sheets on the wall, maybe to keep track of the growth of the geese, or maybe if they lay new eggs, something like that. That's a good one, and we'll make another painting with some wool that we have here. Let's use the light gray. And we will do underscore decor underscore. What else do we have? Oops. I wonder if there's anything that... This looks nice too, but... not what we need. Okay, so these are some shelves. These might... Oh, I like this too. This also looks like feed. Well, and these are not going to be hungry geese. Let's place these. Let's go back to survival. They are going to be well supplied, well fed, provided for. Let's put this here, this shelf, and it's high up, as you can see, so that they don't reach it and they don't eat it when we're not looking. Let's see, we can have the bucket maybe here. Oops, that's a sign. The bucket there, and the crafting table can actually stay, and we're just gonna put this sack of goose feed over here. Hopefully they don't take that. And maybe outside the fence we can have the final 2 jars. That's okay. I think that looks alright. Maybe we'll amend this or adjust this later, but you know, we already have a garden shed and everything, but I want this area to be a little bit detailed and decorated as well. Right? Alright. So yes, I was thinking about a book as well, so that we can maybe use that as documentation, but we have these paper sheets on the wall, so let's find some place from where we can hang this. And that's going to be difficult because we can't use these logs, actually. We can use these stairs though. Oh. Oh yes. Okay, maybe not like that. That's a little bit too high up. That doesn't make much sense. Can we put it on the fence actually? Well, I mean, that looks a little bit silly. But I don't really have a lot of other ideas. That's okay. We're just going to place this elsewhere and not mind it too much, okay? Where would we need some paper sheets on the wall where it's also visible? We can have this on the side of this cabinet. That's okay. That's where we keep track of some things. Okay, so now they have water, they have shade, they have a coop, they have some open area as well, and of course they can go for a walk or a flight anytime they'd like, and they have some decoration. Let's give them some more flowers, alright? They can have these wild potatoes and possibly, what else do we have? These are cornflower, oh, blue orchids, I'm sorry. So they can have some of these blue orchids. We have a lot of them out here. And we'll just place them so that they have a bit of, color and variety. Oops, not like that. Oh yes, we don't need, I'm sorry, we don't need item frames for this. These are just flowers that we can place normally. That's nice. And just for variation, we're going to make a little path here. As if, we'd been walking around here for a little bit. Some of this grass is already, it doesn't prefer being on that block. So that looks good. Very nice. Now what remains is to lead our friends here while we keep waiting for the wheat to grow. For that we need the lead itself. And we can use the barley that we have. But first let me place some of this stuff that we don't need into their appropriate containers. We have some stone that we ended up not using, but that's okay. We have some tree bark that we'll put back here. Some balls. Yeah, lots of tree materials. Oh, the trapdoors we'll still need. This window we might. The sign not, and nothing else. Alright, the dirt can stay with us if we need it for anything. Excellent. So, we need barley, and we want to make straw out of it. Barley should be here. We need, I believe, maybe 5 pieces of straw. And then if we do it like this, we get a lead. Which is amazing. I'm very happy that my modding of the mods worked out. So now, this is the moment of truth, my friends. This is the interesting part. Look, I'm very grateful that you just stayed here all along, didn't move, because, I kind of do need a friend for my friend, Nestor. So, would you mind just following me for a little bit? Is that okay? Hello? Alright, they are being a little bit reluctant and I don't want to force anything. But could you please come out of there? Not that way, because there's all those thorny bushes that I don't want you messing around. Can we just use a bucket and pick them up? Like fish. Can you... Alright, this fence is proving to be a bit of a problem. So, let's do this while we get this friend out. Oh, excellent. Okay, isn't that easier? Thank you so much. See, now they're very cooperative at this point. Come on then. This way. This way. And we'll be coming in here if you don't mind. I know it's fences again. I know that's a bit of a thank you so much, but can you come in, please? Alright, that's okay. Can you come in now? Amazing. My friend, I'm very happy. Thank you so much. So, what we will do, thank you for that egg, is put this back. You are still free to leave if you'd like to. We are not enslaving anyone. And next, we'll give you a reason to stay, okay? And we'll give Nestor a reason to stay with us as well. Or at least another reason. She's already being very cooperative and friendly to us. Is this a thing? Oh my goodness, okay. That's amazing. That's even easier, right? Now I'm a little bit worried about how we're going to get Nestor out of the boat. Because she's doing alright there, but also, you know what we're going to do? Can we craft name tags? Not really. That's okay. I would just like to name Nestor so that we don't lose track of which one she is. I'm sorry, this sounds like such an ignorant thing to do, but they are exactly the same models, so right. Sorry, not item frame. We need the name tag. Just one. But of course, next time we can name the other goose, if you give me some good suggestions. And it's going to be Nestor. There we go. I'm just hoping I don't name the boat with this. If I try to put it on Nestor. Can I hit the boat without hitting Nestor? I'm being so careful. Okay, I can. Alright, excellent. And she picked up the boat. Can you please drop the boat? Okay. Now you know what? Now the one which has the boat in their beak is Nestor. But now we know anyway. Amazing. Can you... What would make you drop it? I would have to look into the mods files to know how to get geese to drop certain items. But yes, I hope you like your new place. Let me just use these trapdoors. Oh, not this way, I'm sorry. Yes, let's use the dirt in here. Instead of the straw. Okay, up here as well. Right. Okay, there's a bit of a hole over there. I think that's fine for now. This doesn't need to be an airtight thing. Let's go outside and do it from this side as well. Maybe I can't recover all that dirt, but that's fine. I'll just get some maybe gravel from here or something. Just as a temporary little solution over here. Excellent. Now that looks very nice, if you ask me. I think they are enjoying each other's company. I don't hear a lot of fighting or anything. That's okay over there. We'll place one more trapdoor here. Oh, you know what? Better yet. We'll place the window over here. Except no, because this is going to be covered by straw anyway. Okay. So trapdoor it is. And I think I will place the window up here instead. Yes, I like how that looks. I think that's good. And then let's see what we do at the other side here. We need one more trapdoor, right? Except we put it all down, but that is going to be covered by straw. So this is like a hole where we can take out some maybe old dirty straw and put in some new, some fresh straw if we'd like to. And I think that's that. I think that project is finished entirely. That's amazing. Well, friends, I hope you have a good night. Feel free to chill out there. I promise I'm going to fill it up with straw so that you have a nice and comfortable stay. You don't like straw? Look, I can check out if I have enough moss blocks as a substitute for straw instead. But while we're talking about straw, let's get some of this wheat that has since grown, of which there's none, so that decides everything. So let's check for moss blocks, alright? Let's see what we can do to make their stay as comfortable as possible. Moss should be here. Alright, I have 9 of them. That definitely is enough, and I have some extra carpets too. So I think they'll appreciate this. It's you know, less straw, more moss. It's like a woodland kind of goose coop, isn't it? So let's put it there. Oops, not what I wanted. I wanted to open this so I have access. That's amazing. That's amazing. I think they'll have a good time here. Now, I think they fit, right? They are 1 block tall. They definitely should. Even I fit if I crouch. And I think if I crouch, I'm like 1.5 blocks tall. So this makes sense. This is okay. And they can snuggle in there. Maybe what we can do is... no. I think that's everything. I think I like it this way. So, have fun, friends. I'm also going to go to bed right now. That was a quick day. Sometimes when you are being productive and you find a task that you like doing, man, time can fly by so quickly. Tempus fugit, indeed. That is what it means. Time flies. Alright, friends. I think we are done with today's project. Thank you very much for joining me. I understand this is a little bit shorter video. We're around 40 minutes into it. But I noticed that there's like a 15 to maybe 10 to 15 average viewing time on all of my videos. So if that's enough to make someone fall asleep, then I'm very happy for it. But then that means I can use that time to make more videos instead of longer ones. So I hope this 40-minute little relaxation session with me strikes your fancy just as much as my previous videos. Obviously, sometimes we need a little bit more time to do a bigger project, but right now, I think this is perfect. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope once again that you have a great time, a great mood, or at least that this video gives you some relaxation or calmness if you are not having such a great mood. We'll see each other in the next video. Take care and goodbye.